What it do, y'all? This is Courtney, and we finna talk about that surviving R. Kelly. That was an experience. That whole documentary was a motherfucking experience. And I'm not gonna do like a recap of each episode. Mm-mm. No, I ain't baby do it. So I want to talk about certain points in it, how I felt, and the whole overall how people react to it. And then like how people react over the years when dealing with R. fucking Kelly. And give you some history. And try to figure out I think it was a whole lot of this blame game shit. And who's really to throw the blame to? And the plight of our young black girls. Black girls' lives matter all the time. Every man a fucking deep bitch. Okay? So, that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Let's get some history. I was in my early motherfucking 20s, late teens. When the whole debacle of that goddamn sex tape came out. Now back then, yeah, we had internet, but we didn't have social media sites like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Now we had Black Planet, if I remember right, Yahoo chats and shit, Yahoo groups and everything. And I'm thinking MySpace, was it? I don't know. I don't think MySpace was out there far back or whatever. But let's be real, we heard about them types. And down here in Mississippi, they didn't we didn't have like in Macomb, we didn't have no motherfucking flea markets and anything like that where you could get it. You got that shit off the internet. So when you heard about it, fucking right, yeah, we all scrabble try to see what the fuck going on. My thing was this: I get to finally see R. Kelly dick and see his ass naked. That was my thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause back then we had a crush on that motherfucking tall, sexual chocolate son bitch ass nigga. You know, but my thing was this: a child? No, that ain't no child. Yeah, we had doubts and everything. But even though back then I ain't put nothing past nobody. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up, and if you grow up like in the hood and all that stuff like that, and you a black girl, you tends to grow up faster than black boys. You tend to see more things. You tend to know about certain men who like young girls and all that. And even when I was young, I developed quick. I had titties when I was 10. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my body, yeah, I was a motherfucking preteen. I was still a child, but my body looked to be of an older age and stuff like that. And yeah, there was motherfucking niggas that would run drive past the house and all that stuff, and I'd be outside playing. Motherfuckers, niggas stop and try to holler at you and everything. But my grandma was a goddamn eagle bitch. Do you hear me? While my mama was at work, my grandparents helped raise me. And my grandma ran out that motherfucking house with a goddamn shotgun. She said, bitch nigga, I wish you would. They knew not to mess with Miss Boyd and all that stuff like that. So you grew up in a community full of R. Kellys. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have family members. There are R. Kellys. And when I say R. Kellys, I'm talking about male and female. And when I talk about the victims, we all know it's male and female victims. We all know that. So, but we're gonna talk about the girl victims right now because mainly that's all that's here. You know what I'm saying? Even though later on, I done heard reports about him having, fucking with boys too. But evil don't know no sex. Evil don't know no gender. Evil don't know no motherfucking race, motherfucking spiritual path, religion, or whatever, age or not. Evil is all across the gambit. So you download the goddamn motherfucking sex tape off of what was that, Napster and LimeWire and all that stuff. And it was me, a couple of my cousins, his wife, no, that was his fiance at the time, and all that stuff. We sat there and we watched this shit. You see R. Kelly, you see the girl. Then I was like, bitch, nigga, that's a baby. That's a child. Like that. And it became sick. That was a baby. That was somebody's kid. You could look, even when the motherfucking definition of the goddamn video was blurry. You can't fake a pubescent motherfucking baby body. Barely developed chest, barely developed hips, and all that stuff. He was messing with a motherfucking kid. And then there was another video. It was another one. Him in this room with all this wood. Wood paneling looked like a sauna. And he had cornrows going to the back and all that stuff. And the girl that was with him was a light bright. And come to find out, that was that chick off of one of them episodes. When she said about that wood paneling room, call it the Colorado room or some shit like that, I was like, bitch, you the light bright one. And stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you this, on everything I know and love, ever since that whole shit, when I saw the goddamn videotape and all that stuff, I stopped buying R. Kelly shit. I said, R. Kelly ain't getting my money no more. You're not. You're a perv. And then you have to think about, like, the songs, his songs. And let's be real, R. Kelly is a goddamn musical genius. Everything he touched turns to gold and motherfucking jewels. But you a goddamn monster in your fucking soul, nigga. And I hate it. Every time I listen to an R. Kelly song, it could come up on the radio. I could be in the car with friends or family, and that song would pop up. And I said, you just had to be a fucking monster, nigga. You just had to be a fucking monster. All that fucking talent. All that. His music groomed us. His music, we were raised off of his music. Just like you see about like old heads and all that stuff, where, you know, we're raised off of Sam Cooke and Otis Redding and all that shit. We were raised off of R. Kelly. We had some of our fondest memories off of R. Kelly. And it hurts that you see this dude that you idolize and all that stuff, and you can sing a song from the rooter to the tutor, know all the words of it, and then here you go, there's the other side of that nigga, and that motherfucker's a monster. He's a goddamn monster. So, ever since that video, I stopped buying this music. He wouldn't get my money. Not my money. Not now. And listen, you ain't gonna get no money. This is why I said, ever since then, nigga, everything I get from you gonna be bootleg, nigga. Boot fucking leg. And that's what I did for years. Boot fucking leg. And let me tell you now, Trapped in the Closet is one of my favorite motherfucking plays. You could base off a chicken circuit. It just says a chicken circuit, a chitlin circuit play. I fucking love that shit. But I can't ignore the fact that what he is. And you know, I have an earlier video talking about Huey P. Lovecraft and about how I could separate the art from him, being that he was a racist and all that stuff like that, and still love his craft. Now, let's be honest, I ain't never bought none of his shit either. He never got none of my money. All whatever stuff of his is free. Free works. Library, I read free. Well, he never got none of my money. But here's a different thing with that. Being that you're black, we already know that racist whites fuck up everything. It's just a given. So we already know about that shit. So 9 times out of 10, we already know you ain't motherfucking shit, nigga. But it's different when it's one of your skin folk, when it's one of your people. You expect that motherfucker to be held in the highest regard. You know better, nigga. So seeing that he did this to all these girls, it hurted me. Cause you know better. You shouldn't be like this. These are girls. These are daughters. You got kids, nigga. So it's disgusting. It's It's a cycle of generational curses. And as we know with him, it is a cycle of generational curses. So the first episode, it tells you about his life, about how he grow up. And it showed about how he was shy, he was awkward, his reading and writing skills wasn't up to par. And we learned about his family, his younger brother Kerry, and the older brother, that bitch nigga. I want to know what he up in jail for. Stay in there and rot, nigga. You hear me? So you hear about how he grew up and all that stuff, and we know that he did get molested when he was a young kid, and we know it was a family member. It was his sister. Now, when they show other interviews with him, he said it was a family member. But he said he wasn't gonna put that under the bus. And see, that's what the thing with black families and all that stuff. If something happened, we quick to cover it up or bury it. We don't deal with it right then and shit like that. And you know what that happens? That's basically you giving it the okay for it to happen again. That's how this shit spreads and stuff like that. Be quiet. That ain't nobody's business to know what happened and all that stuff. And you just giving the motherfucking monster goddamn okay to keep on doing it again and again. You know what I'm saying? So it happened. The little boy, the younger brother Kerry, he had something to say about it. He told Robert, and Robert said no, it didn't happen. So that nipped that in that bud. But here goes another scene that shows that Robert was in the room. It happened to him and stuff like that. And so I don't even know if the sister's still alive. Is she still alive? But it goes to show, this is when you had to think about it. Well, who did that to you, baby? Who did that to her? Because it's all generational. It keeps going. When it's not dealt with, when it's not handled, when it's not addressed, it spreads generational, generational, generational. Let me give you an example. There's this family in my neighborhood and all that. They don't live in this neighborhood anymore. But it was this thing about generational curses. It was saying like way back then, generations back, the old head of the family, the male, he was a rapist. And so he, raped till whenever, till he died and all that stuff. But it kept going back that every generation, every firstborn male, it seemed like he had that affliction and stuff like that. And then with the latest, for what I heard, it was that he did the same. He raped his own motherfucking stepmother. And whereas the other times that with the other folks that happened, it was they just basically moved or they left. Stepmother went to the goddamn police, filed the press charges, and they picked the brother up. Now, who's to say will it happen for the next generation? But when stuff happens and it doesn't get addressed, 9 times out of 10, it will happen again, over and over. R. Kelly didn't get fucking treated. And the thing about it is, I cry for the young boy. I feel sorry for the young boy. The grown ass nigga that know better, I don't have no sympathy for him. None. So, we all know R. Kelly, the king of R&B. His music says it and all that stuff. His music was the soundtrack of a motherfucking generation. So, here's the thing. You sit back and think, and then when I was watching through this document, I was like, how in the hell did he get to do all this stuff? Then you had to think about history. How did tyrants and dictators take over? It was mindfuckery, yeah, but they also had a team. R. Kelly had a team behind him. His goddamn tour manager, his motherfucking assistants, all that shit. all them grown motherfucking niggas, all them grown ass men, they went out and scooped up girls. Like if I'm going to the grocery store to get some food. And then it what killed me was with the whole thing with Aaliyah. Aaliyah. My baby girl. I love me some Aaliyah. I love some Aaliyah. Do y'all hear me? Me and my best friend, we love that bitch. You hear me? When she died, we was bawling like she was a kinfolk of ours. You hear me? Because she was going to be the next big thing. She already was with us, with the hood, with black folks. But she was motherfucking breaking in to be a pop culture icon. And all that stuff. And it got snatched away. She died. But we all know you cannot talk about Aaliyah or R. Kelly when that whole debacle and shit and not bring up one or the other. Now, when it came out that they had got married and all that, I was like, this. And they got my age. But see, the thing about it was, when I was growing up and she was there, I thought she was older than me. And I'm trying to figure out how old would she be now? Would she be 40? I didn't know me and her was the same motherfucker, they're the same motherfucking age. So, when it came out about the whole marriage thing, 18, but still, R. Kelly, you 27. 27, 25. And then that whole shit, and then the family picked up another, and next thing you know, broke out ties with R. Kelly, and she went on to be with Timberland and Missy and all that stuff. But why was it such a debacle with that? We come to find out, here it go. Aaliyah's uncle worked with motherfucking R. Kelly. And she was exposed to R. Kelly since she was 12. She ain't even a teenager, she a preteen. So here's my thing. How long he been fucking with her? Was he fucking with her when she was 12? And then all through Chicago, motherfuckers knew about this motherfucker scooping up young girls. And as we hear stories from some of the girls, he motherfucking molded and recruited to go get him some more young girls. So here's my thing, uncle of Aaliyah. You knew how that nigga was. Why you brought your niece there for the slaughter? And you know, that her family, her mama and all them, fuck you. I say fuck you before this alone. You said that me and my family, we was there all the time doing all the time when she was on tour and all that stuff with Lee all the time. Apparently you wasn't. Because how the hell she get married? How the hell she get knocked up? How the hell did that Javante girl bust up in there and saw R. Kelly balls deep up in Aaliyah? And she was a young girl. So where was you? Where was you? Nowhere. Did you sacrifice your daughter for some fame? And it goes for all of the other parents. I'm like, where are these parents? How you let your kid just motherfucking just go for days on end? You don't know. Where was your parents? Where were these girls' parents? You know? Especially ones from Chicago, and y'all know how that nigga is. Y'all done heard the stories. Y'all motherfucking know. Where was y'all? R. Kelly big, R. Kelly this, he gonna be big, he can help my daughter, yada yada this and yada yada that. But you know he does be around there scooping up girls. What, a little sacrifice worth a whole lot of fame? That's what it was. That's what it was. We already see, they already saw like the motherfucking to a manager. He talking and shit, and this nigga chuckling. And he said what really hurted him was the thing with Aaliyah. I'm like, if it really hurted you, why you nip that shit in the bud? Why y'all didn't stop that shit when it was getting out of hand? Why, fuck out of hand, why y'all didn't nip that shit in the bud? But it's all about money, y'all making a check. Y'all didn't care. I guess y'all thought, well, that ain't my daughter. That ain't that daughter don't come out of my that girl don't come out of my nutsack. Apparently, that was the same for Aaliyah's uncle. Because you left your kid to the slaughter. You left your niece to the fucking slaughter. You know? So, Aaliyah's mama, you can miss me with this shit. You can miss me with that shit. And here's the thing you talking about, I don't want this to tarnish Aaliyah's legacy. How? It never did. That shit with R. Kelly never tarnished Aaliyah's legacy. Aaliyah is one of the most loved artists there is. We knew she was taken advantage of. We knew she was too young. We knew that she was just a child. We know that. We ain't never talked about Aaliyah in no kind of bad light when it's dealing with that shit right there. And never will. So that tarnished legacy shit, no. And there's some people that think, well, y'all could talk about R. Kelly without Aaliyah. No, you can't. Because it goes hand in hand. I'm sorry, you can't. Because that shit with him and Aaliyah was one of the first proofs that that motherfucker had a goddamn problem. And his problem was he lusts after young, mammy fucking girls. That was our first notion of that for the worldwide audience. Now, it wasn't the first for motherfuckers that stayed in Chicago. Because they knew it. It was just like a known thing. But you know, R. Kelly going up to wherever that high school, junior high was at. Yeah, he up there picking up young girls. You know, that's crazy and everything. And the teacher saw it. Why y'all teachers didn't stop that nigga? Why is this grown ass nigga at the school try to pick out his next motherfucking snack in the form of a motherfucking teenage or prepubescent girl? You know? So, Aaliyah's legacy would never be tarnished. We love baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So, but all in all, part of her history, a good part of it is intertwined with the piece of shit R. Kelly. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So, here's another thing. Sparkle. Sparkle. 2 years ago, I promise it was all I heard. Now, they said that girl got 5 octaves. I said, where? All I heard was just that one. Sparkle. I said, I'd fuck out you, bitch. Man, Sparkle was one for what we gathered from this motherfucking documentary. Sparkle was one of the first R&B backup singers for R. Kelly. She been there from the beginning. You can't fucking tell me you ain't heard or seen that shit that popped off with him and them girls. He would have young ass girl booted over in the soundstage while he's singing notes and shit. He would have bedrooms beside up in the motherfucking studio, and inside is young ass motherfucking girls, butt booty ass naked. You trying to tell me, and you saw how the shit was going on with him and Andrea. Andrea got to knock her ass. Can she piss, shit, eat, or fart? So, you saw all of that, Sparkle. What in the fuck made you thought that your goddamn niece was gonna be different, bitch? How? Why? Because you and R. Kelly cool? Because you and R. Kelly motherfucking, y'all been ride or die since the beginning? Andrea, his wife brother works for him. That That nigga was hog tying Andrea and beating the fuck out of her. So what made you think your puss was special, baby? Your niece was 12. And we saw, they showed pictures of her. You know, they blurred out her face and everything, but you saw pictures of her. That poor little girl head reached R. Kelly's stomach. That's how short and petite she was. How did you not figure? What made you thought you was any special, any different, that he wasn't gonna do that to that girl? That would kill me with you. And then, okay, you said that you knew something was up, cause you was like, she gonna see him whenever I'm around, yada yada this, yada yada that. So you already fucking knew. But then, like, the parents would drop her off and all that stuff and let it be with R. Kelly. Now, parents, y'all motherfucking asses knew too. But, you know, like all these girls, R. Kelly takes advantage in showing them, like, you know, he this idol. He this big ass star. So girls' eyes go big. It's like, I'm meeting my motherfucking idol. I love you, R. Kelly. This starstruck. He knows the power he has over them motherfuckers, over them girls, and he uses that. He manipulates them motherfuckers. It's like textbook shit with a sexual predator and a goddamn pimp. Textbook. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that just goes to show he ain't never seen them girls as humans. He only saw them as puss. He only saw them as objects to do what he will. He ain't have no fucking value for them girls. He ain't give a fuck if he knew the mama, auntie, they were Ace Boone Coon, they were friends since forever, or technically that girl came out of his fucking nutsack. I'ma say this now. We could put allegedly or whatever. Andrea, what was the final straw, bitch? What was the final straw? Now that nigga whooped you, beat you, starved you, hog-tied you and everything. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think you did participate in some of that stuff what he had with them other girls. But what was the final straw? I wholeheartedly believe that he touched his kids. Because after all that stuff he done to you, that wasn't the final straw. You love your children. So either one of them kids came in there and told you what happened, or you walked in on it. And that's when you was ready to motherfucking bounce. And that's when that was the final straw. It was you regardless and everything. You didn't care about you. But if it was to touch one of them girls, then, you know, that was it. That's why I wholeheartedly believe that's what it was. Remember, I said evil don't care if you know we share the same bloodline. It doesn't. So I wholeheartedly believe that he fucked one of his daughters. And he got how many daughters? He got just one. I believe he fucked his kids. I'm just gonna say it. I believe he touched his fucking kids, and that was the final straw for R. Kelly. That was the final straw for Drea dealing with R. Kelly. And what I liked about this documentary, even though it was stressful and it was draining, they had experts, they had you know, people from all walks of his life, which is good. That basically showed you what was up. You know, they did it good. They put it together and everything. Great. They did a good fucking job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like this. R. Kelly ain't the only motherfucker that need to go to motherfucking prison. His team, the folks that work for him, y'all knew what was happening. Y'all knew that shit was wrong. Y'all didn't fucking care because it was all about money. And I think y'all didn't fucking care because they wasn't your fucking kids. They ain't come from your goddamn nutsack. And then there's people our community that think like I don't give a fuck. They want my kids and I'ma still listen to his music and all that stuff like that. I get where you coming from. I get it. You know, your one main thought process in life is the protection of your kids. True enough, yeah. But you have to think about it. Dealing with somebody of that stature, that is R. Kelly, and he got your motherfucking kid. You will want somebody else to hear your story, and you will want somebody else to fight with you, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Cause Goliath as in R. Kelly. I'm sorry, just one single David ain't gonna motherfucking goddamn knock him down to his knees. You need an army. You need a motherfucking army. So it also goes to show you that he would do a training process. He'll throw little tidbits out there and see how the motherfuckers react. Now with some motherfuckers, we don't know all of them. Because we really don't know the number of girls he did this to. And we don't know number of girls who was able to leave. And who was strong enough to motherfucking say deuces. Fuck you, nigga. Deuces. You know, the mind is the most powerfulest and also the weakest organ in the fucking body. You will see that shit when they deal with domestic violence cases. How they go fuck you, how the abuser can fuck the victim up and keep them tethered to them, despite what all the motherfucking atrocities that motherfucking abuser put through the victims. And you see it, what's going on with these girls. And what's going on with the young women. Because, like, toward the last 2 episodes, I figure out he had an old head, too. And fucked up, too. So it ran the gambit. But here's the thing with that 31-year-old. What was her name? Kitty? I think that was the radio personality or whatever. When he first got with her, he thought she was younger than what she was. Cause I saw the pictures of when she was young. She looked young. I thought she looked like teenage age. And see, he thought that she was teenage age. He has a preference, as the older brother say. He has a preference. Like I got a preference for older puss. He got a preference for young, tender, underage puss. Nigga, that ain't a preference. That's a disease. That's evil. And it needs to be eradicated, motherfucker. And I wholeheartedly believe that brother, that older brother, that bitch nigga was fucking them girls right with R. Kelly. I wholeheartedly believe that shit. You too goddamn, you make too many excuses. And then it takes a whole lot out of me. This whole documentary took a whole lot out of me, y'all. It's just so much going, and I ain't trying to go through all of it. My people, my brothers and sisters, when you see shit like this, you really see the disdain and hatred for us. When I talk about us, I'm talking about black women. It's niggas that just gonna continue to make excuses. And it's also our own sisters that continue to make excuses. With them fast ass fucking girls, they know exactly what they doing. They push they puss on that man. What you expect for him to do? I expect for him to be a decent fucking human being and not motherfucking fuck the young ass girls. You would want that if that was your daughter. But you have to think about this, like the self-hatred for black women and all this stuff. Hatred for girls and all that stuff. And hatred that comes from our own motherfucking gender. And then you have to think about how it's the home life for them. And there's this whole toxic motherfucking pathology when it deals with motherfucking us. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with the goddamn slavery and racism. Oh my God, I'm gonna fuck up her name. when I was looking for the reviews for this, it's this lady named Olivia the Oracle. I think that's her. She broke it down to dealing with the sexual hypersexualization of young black girls and how it was did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The whole pickaninny and all that. And she got pictures. She break it down. She does all of that. So if you, I'ma see, how do you put down links? I gotta figure out how to put down links for her page. I want you to go and just watch it. She broke it fucking down about the hypersexualization of our young black girls and all that stuff. And let's be real, we don't hold the same sympathy for our own as we do other races. And I'm gonna be truthful. I'm admitting everything. When I was younger, I was the same fucking way. I was talking about you fast ass girl, you this and all that stuff. I had to grow up. I had to learn. Sometimes you had to deprogram yourself and build yourself back up. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? And then once you know better, you do better, and then you just sit back and just watch all the other people, and you just, it breaks your heart how they feel towards your own. It breaks your heart. Now, when there's a other race, you expect that shit. Let's be real. You expect that shit. So I expect it when there's other races. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, fuck you and everything. It is what it is. Fuck you. But when it's your own people, that shit hurts. It be your own people. So I'm trying to think. We're gonna go further along. When it deal with he going for the trial for the goddamn 21 counts of child porn, bitch. And all that, and it comes to the whole video when it deals with Sparkle's niece. Now, Sparkle basically destroyed her career when she decided she was gonna go against R. Kelly. And I commend you for that shit. Cause you knew what you did. She said, I knew what, like, baby, you knew you fucked up. You gave your niece to the fucking wolf. To a goddamn animal. But, as we see about the trial and, and all of that, and basically them jurors saw the child pornography. And Sparkle said her brother, and all this other girls, father, mother, even her came on stage and said that wasn't me. And then they showed Sparkle's niece, best friend at the time, this white girl who basically came up there and spoke against, R. Kelly and said, yeah, this and yeah, that. And I could look at that white girl, that white woman on her face. She was heartbroken and all that stuff. And I said, kudos to you that, you wanted to stand up for your friend and all that stuff. But did y'all catch that one juror? They show that old, decrepit, halfway non-English speaking motherfucker, what he said. He said that he didn't like the way the black girls looked, act, or whatever. He didn't like them, so he voted not guilty. But like I said, when there's other races, you expect that shit. But I was like, really, really old head? Really, you did that? You old decrepit ass motherfucker? May you have gout of the asshole, bitch nigga. But as we go further along, we talk to, like, when it's recent now, the whole Mute R. Kelly and the Me Too movement and all that fucking shit. And we go to Jerhonda Pace. Now, Jerhonda Pace, she loved her some R. Kelly. She was out there at the trial every day. I like, yeah, where was your mama? So, where was your mama? You lied to your man and all that shit. She was young. She was 16. She saw what happened. R. Kelly, he like, come bring your, when the trial was over, he said, and then, tell you how bold this nigga is. Nigga, you on trial for having sex with little ass girls on tape and shit, and your eyes will gravitate to young motherfucker tender puss. Evil, a disease. He doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. And why should he when he we have let this shit happen for over 20 years. He think he's invincible because, as the evidence show, I would say he is. Because we let it keep on. She got with Geronda, met with the nigga. She supposed to be virgin. He said, what the fuck they got to do with me? And he said, you this age, you lied about your age, but let's be real, we have lied about our ages before. So don't come there with that shit. And yeah, in high school, I had friends that had older dudes. But it still don't fucking matter. Them dudes should know better. You know, I don't know the situation with the home life and all this stuff. Listen, I couldn't get away with it. I didn't want to. But, you know, as we could talk about, well, you know, they mamas wasn't there. Or you know, they come from single parent household. It goes to show you, it ain't got to come from a single parent household. Because a sexual predator will figure out a way to motherfucking destroy you. Even if you come from a 2-parent household, your dad is loving, he's protective, he's been there, he's your best friend, and all that fucking shit, it don't fucking matter. Because as you know, with the last 2 episodes we see it, he was snatching old heads. He was snatching motherfucking daughters that come from stable ass fucking homes. It doesn't fucking matter. A predator do not care. A predator will go and get what he wants regardless. And that's exactly what he is. He got all kind of disease, giving motherfuckers herpes. He done gave somebody mono. Paul got that girl about to die. Only gave her mama $1,000. Hell, he only gave Aaliyah mama $100. Dictatorship, motherfucking, you know, evil leaders. Yeah, we always be focusing on the head. But you gotta remember, it's a well-oiled machine that's motherfucking carrying that head. So R. Kelly shouldn't be the only motherfucker to go to prison. All the motherfuckers. Every last one of them that worked for that motherfucker, y'all knew that shit was wrong. And listen, and them parents too, cause y'all basically goddamn, y'all didn't nip that shit in the bud. Y'all basically sold y'all kids just to get some amount of fame. And then you have to think about it. Who under his tutelage really made it? K. Michelle about the only one. So who under his tutelage really did something? And then, like, after we know all this shit happened, all these goddamn proofs and all that stuff, what kills me is y'all, when he does concert, y'all gonna take y'all teenage daughter to go to an R. Kelly concert. And y'all know how this nigga is. But y'all gonna willingly take y'all teenage daughter to an R. Kelly concert. And when R. Kelly pick your daughter on stage, what you gonna do? You better not say a goddamn motherfucking thing, cause you just willingly gave your daughter up to a goddamn monster. Y'all already know how this nigga is. And so that was like the thing with one of the parents from the like the last video. Y'all went to R. Kelly concert with your goddamn teenage daughter, and y'all knew all the shit that was going on. And what killed me with these parents and all that stuff, they were like, well, you know, the court said it wasn't, you know, they found him not guilty. They found Zimmerman not guilty, but we knew he killed Trayvon. I love that Dominique was able to come home with her mom. Her mama was fearless. Her mama was ruthless. She came and got her daughter. And I cried with her. And I'm so happy she with her. And then, like, toward the end, they show you, like, the victims. They becoming successful. They working. And they doing all this. And this whole shit was just draining. This whole shit was just draining. So he's a monster. He deserved to get put down. But he just can't be the only one. Y'all need to get all his fucking team. And y'all need to check these parents. That y'all just let your kids go. You know? And he's still doing that shit to this day. How y'all gonna slay a motherfucking dragon? I hope he gets slayed and motherfucking filleted before the great mother calls me on the glory. So that's my thoughts about the motherfucking surviving R. Kelly. I know it's gonna be some folks that ain't gonna like what I had to say. Y'all gonna be alright. But y'all have to think if that was your child. That's my thing. I wanna think if one of them girls came out of your puss. And you could have been the best mother ever. But all in all, we know evil works in its own motherfucking ways. It will get whoever they tend to get. So what is your reaction? How you gonna try to slay that fucking dragon? Fuck all Kelly. You bitch made motherfucking nigga. You just had to make good music though. But you're a monster. And listen, we could talk about Weinstein and all that shit and everything. But y'all kill me when y'all try to compare Weinstein. So what y'all saying? Fuck R. Kelly, fuck our black girls until Weinstein get motherfucking tended to in prison. R. Kelly could keep on fucking our black girls and everything. He keep on doing it, but until Weinstein get motherfucking put in prison, R. Kelly could do what the fuck he want. That's basically what y'all saying. We gotta stop being like that, y'all. We gotta start holding our people accountable. We gotta start holding our motherfucking these goddamn sexual predators accountable. We gotta stop these generational curses. And that goes for male and female. Monsters just the same. We gotta nip this shit in the bud, y'all. We gotta do better. We got to. This is ridiculous. We got to. Like, share, subscribe, and all that shit. Leave your comment down below. How y'all felt about the documentary? And I felt some kind of way. Listen, I had to do a double take when I saw Charlamagne the God and they had Charlamagne the God on there and motherfucking Joe Budden. Like, why the fuck y'all there? And then y'all saw, they said they had asked a couple other folks the motherfucker want to do it. Jay-Z, why? Because of Foxy Brown. Mary J. Blige. Now, Mary J. Blige, bitch, you should be right there front and center of all this, the motherfucking pain and suffering you went through, girl. You should be right there front and center. But come in, John Legend. John Legend, you did good, brother. I might listen to your next CD. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. We just got to. Bye.